The Mets, who were tied with the Phillies, they both had like the worst records in baseball early on. The Mets are still in last in their division, but they are playing so much better. And I'm glad because I was never off that the Mets were a good team train. The Mets are 6-1 since our last episode. 3-0 versus Detroit, they swept. Went 2-1 versus the Yankees, although the Mets probably could have just as easily went 3-0 or 0-3. That series could have went either way. And then they took game 1 versus Washington, and I believe they lost or are losing the second
They
game.
lost tonight.
They lost.
9-6.
But they are coming into today 21-20. My bad. Coming into this day, yeah, they are 21-26, 7-3 in their last 10. So they are playing much better, having the young guys up. 11 games back of the division, 6.5 of the wild card. That's the thing I want to point out. They are only 6.5 games out of a wild card spot. That is within reach. That is something that is doable over this long season. It is May. We are in May right now, mid-May, mid to late May. 6.5 games is not a lot of ground to make up.
You know, you're over here being really optimistic about the Mets while simultaneously being like down on the Phillies, like, oh, they can't make it. They're 3.5 games of the wild card. They're not going to make the playoffs. And then you have the Mets, who are like double that, and you're like, it's still there, even though me and Dylan have
it's vibes.
Season over.
It's vibes based. It's vibes based. The vibes around the Mets, I just think, are better long term.
Is Lindor back?
Was that?
Is Lindor back?
Not yet. They're
Wait
saying
till he comes
June,
back. It's going to fall apart.
Well, he's not back yet, and so they're winning. They have a -7 run differential, which is better than the Phillies.
That's because they put up a. That's because they're playing like they're.
Right. And last week,
not pitchers.
They went from -31 last week. The Phillies were at -32. The Mets were at -31, and now the Phillies, they only dropped it to -19, while the Mets are at -7. So, pretty good offensive showing from the last placed Metropolitans. But did you see what happened last night in the Mets game?
I did not, but I saw something about the umps not knowing when a position player can come in the pitch.
Yeah, well, the Mets and the Nationals went 12 innings yesterday. We're talking Monday. They were 6-6 going into the 12th. The Mets scored 10 runs in the top of the 12th inning en route to a 16-7 final. I believe they're like the 7th team to score 10 runs in an extra inning game in MLB history, which shocked me that it's happened that many times as well.
I mean, baseball's been around a long time.
Well over 100 years, but double-digit runs in extra innings.
I mean, it's not that. I mean, when you look at it with the Ghost Runner, it's even. I assume it's even.
But still, 10 runs in an inning itself.
I mean, that's a lot, but I mean, I'm just saying it's not as it would be like the Ghost Runner helps. But still, that's a lot of runs. I mean, I'm just saying that still is a lot of runs in one inning.
It was a record-setting night. It was a great night for the Mets. Now they come back today and give up a Little League inside the park grand slam to James Wood en route to a loss. So, oh no, the Mets, as the broadcast booth puts it. But the Mets are playing so much better, and I think that they are on the cusp of really turning it around and getting to where the Phillies are, at least now, because the Phillies and their turnaround is the blueprint for the Mets. And I think that the Mets have a higher ceiling where they have guys coming back, whether it's a Lindor or a Senga or even a Holmes comes back during the stretch. Like, you have guys, and then you have young guys like Benj.
I was going to say, don't forget the young guys they have up with
Christian Scott. You have the young pitching, the young fielding. They're doing a lot with that. And then if you can get guys like Bichette to start hitting.
He is hitting now,
actually. Like, more consistently. But the last 4 games or so, he's been playing well. And if you get Soto playing well again, which he has been, then you're really cooking with something.
Yeah, I think I want to say what's been spurring the Mets comeback, like the Mets kind of turn on here, has been the young players they've been bringing up. Because they brought up, was it that Ewing guy? What's his name?
Yeah, Ewing
up. And I think since they brought him up, it's like they've been a different team. I feel like they started turning it around.
Yeah. for sure.
And it probably helped that they got that series against Detroit, who has not been playing well and is kind of down on their luck. So that helps a lot. And then the fact that they were able to go in and take the Subway Series against the Yankees there, which I'm sure you're not that happy about.
No, not at all. But it was a tough one, especially because the Yankees should have won, I would say. But